I'm Uzoma Ayogu. I'm the CTO and co-founder of Relief.
I am Chiku Madubuko and I run Greymate Care.
My name is Tesh Mbabu. I'm co-founder and CEO at MarketForce.
My name is Nadire Enegesi. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Eden Life.
My name is Tato Mabudusha Sharma and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Zoe Health.
Some of the best ideas have been driven by customers. So kind of like just going out there and listening, observing, and you get to understand people's problems. And when you dig deeper, there's more likely an opportunity or an idea that comes out of how you can solve those problems. It looks like an aha moment, and then instead of going to talk to your customers to figure out if it's an actual problem, you just build the product and try and sell it. So we did that with one of our earlier startups many years ago. And we spent 6 months building a product based on an idea, and the customers didn't want it.
When you're building a startup with that amount of energy behind, it allows you to go really, really far. And even when it's hard, you can pull in energy and encouragement from all the support. That was the exact opposite of an idea that had any sort of impact behind it, because all the founders wanted to do was just make money for themselves, and like you could feel that energy in the workplace. It was very cutthroat. There wasn't any depth or any meaning in what we're doing. So
picking the person you're going to work with, marry, and build with over the next 10 years is extremely important. And so I always recommend that people don't, there's a lot of founder dating, hey, you should work with this person, but ideally work with them when the stakes are much lower, so you can actually see how they think, how they work, because when the stakes get very high, things get distorted.
Starting a startup, we don't just start a business to start a business, right? We do it to solve a problem. And so the first thing I would say is, choose a problem that you're deeply passionate about, a problem that you identify with, and a problem that other people around you have, because that shows that it can actually scale.
You can't change what you don't measure, right? So you don't know if you're failing or if you're doing good if you don't measure the right metrics.
You actually want to hire people that are way better than you at a very specific thing. And then you focus on what you're uniquely gifted at to do. And so, hey, I want to hire you, so you tell me what to do. I definitely don't want to be the smartest person in the room anymore. You want to hire people that are much better than you, and that could, essentially every person you bring onto the team raises the bar of the team.
you have to think about the startup as an organism that starts like a cell. Right? And the definition of that one small cell has to be very, very clear. So everybody can rally behind that and see how it's going to multiply and grow to becoming the big moonshot thing that you want it to become.
Move as quickly as you can. And that isn't just because you need to move fast and break things and use speed. It's because as a startup, the only advantage you have is that agility. So that ability to say, okay, I'm going to solve this problem, how quickly you can solve it, and how quickly you can get those insights to either validate or invalidate your specific hypothesis or your question.
I'd be way more customer obsessed. And that's because, a lot of founders, we end up falling in love with our product, with our idea, and we forget that it's all about people and solving problems.
One thing that I would change would be my immense fear of failure. I was so scared of not getting it right. And I've come to realize that in itself was a failure, because the right thing to do is fail and fail fast, pivot quickly. What are you worried about? People who would laugh? The thing is, people who are on top of you do not laugh. They actually understand because they've been through this.
So if I were to start all over again and do something different, I'll probably invest a few months into researching a few different solutions.
is really believe in yourself. And I know it sounds very trite. It sounds like the kind of thing Oprah tells you to do. But when you're in the moment and you're having doubts, when you're in the moment and you're building something from scratch, it's very easy to doubt yourself. It's very easy to feel afraid. It's very easy to not believe that, you know, you were brought for such a time as this.
Say, okay, this problem still exists. How have people tried to solve it today? Is there a way that I think I could approach it differently? And if so, pursue it.
10 years from now, Africa is becoming a place that people want to live in more than they want to depart from or leave.
To look at the continent and said we've achieved industrialization faster and a different type of industrialization using both digital and physical tools.
I see Greymates being the household name for home health. So it doesn't matter what you want, you can get the best professionals, you can get the best healthcare providers right at your doorstep. These things are possible.
And I wish that founders are able also to figure out what is the minimum resources, allocation they need to take an idea to testing, to prove a model, and then to get additional resources. Because I feel like a lot of guys get tied up in idea and fundraising. So using the little you have to try and solve a big problem initially, and then everything else follows. Team follows, traction follows, investors follow.
That we would be serving hundreds of millions of women across the continent with dignified quality care and giving them that experience that we all wish for. So yeah, that's my goal. Hold me accountable. Give me a call in 10 years. And if I haven't served at least 100 million women, I haven't done my job.